Greetings everyone and welcome back to Let's Play A Link to the Past. Alright, we have a few things to do before we go to the second dungeon. The first of which is return the Pendant of Courage to Sahasrara, and he's gonna pretty much send us on our way. Even though he's already marked the other pendants on our map. It's okay, we need to see him though, because he's gonna give us a special item! We're just collecting items like crazy. Alright, Mr. Crazy Name, I've got your pendant. Alright, so we are apparently a descendant of the great Knights of Hyrule, and we're getting some Pegasus shoes. Pretty cool. So as a descendant of the Knights of Hyrule, obviously we need to go collect the other pendants and get that friggin' Master Sword. Alright, so with the Pegasus shoes, we can charge up a dash and run, but running upstairs doesn't work too well. And you can run into walls, which will be useful for getting an item that we're going to get later on in this video. We're actually going to be doing a little bit of item collecting. We're going to get a piece of heart, stuff like that. Taking on... We could just pretty much walk right over to where the next dungeon is. Although we wouldn't be able to get in, because we're missing something. I don't need to see you. That's a fairy. The big fairies like that will refill your life if you go in to see them. But, we're pretty full now, so we're good to go. What you see south of us, that water, is part of the Lake Hyrule tributary. And Sahasrara told us that there was an item... Ooh, hold on, we're having an epic bow and arrow battle here. Anyway, as I was saying, Sahasrara said that there is a cool item east of Lake Hylia, so we're going to check that out a little later too. Can't get to it from this angle though, because we'll need to swim if we were here. Oh, another fortune teller. You know what? I've seen enough crazy stuff. Might as well give it a shot. Whatever. Tell me I'm going to be successful. I will open a desert lock with the Book of Mudora. Well, that was a pretty pointed hint. Yeah, so the fortune tellers, if you're lost in the game, they're used to give you hints. They tell you pretty much what you're supposed to be doing. I know what I'm supposed to be doing, so I'm not really going to be visiting them anymore. Just wanted to show it off, what they do. Hey, look, it's my house. Alright, so my first order of business is to look for that Book of Mudora that the fortune teller was talking about. To open up the desert lock, or whatever. The second dungeon is in the desert, which is in the southwest portion of Hyrule. If you die, you can respawn at either the church or your house. If you respawn at your house, you can come over here for a quick refill when you're on your way to adventuring. But I don't really need much of a refill now, so I'm gonna get out of here. Continue on my merry way to town. Now, you can't actually get the Book of Mudora without the Pegasus boots. You get it in the library. That's a building that I actually passed up on my second video. There was a reason I didn't go in there, because the only thing you can do in there is get the Book of Mudora, and we can't actually get it, like I said, without the Pegasus shoes. First, though, a little gambling. Why not? Alright, pay 20 rupees, you get to open a chest and keep what's inside. I won 20 rupees. Wow. Well, yeah, that was dumb. Go there if you're feeling lucky, but you get enough money in this game as it is. There's really no reason to try and gamble. Alright, to the library! So there's the book. Use the Pegasus shoes, knock it off. Good to go. They reuse this gimmick again in other Zelda games. Link's Awakening, use it to get that book to get the secret. Various other things. Alright, we're back in front of my house again, except this time we're going to take the path to the south. We could go to the west right now and get to the desert, but first I'm going to do a little item collecting. I want to look for that thing that Sahasrara was talking about, and I'm going to bomb a few walls on my way there. This is the swamp area, by the way. Another... well, alright, I can use it to fill half a heart. Why not? Fantastic. We're good to go. Alright, some of you may be screaming at me to ram into some trees now because I've got the Pegasus boots. If you ram into trees, sometimes things will pop out, to include fairies, bees, stuff like that, money, whatever. I do want to catch a bee, but I haven't actually run into any trees, so I won't be doing it in this video. Get over it! I'll do it. Don't send me a bunch of PMs about it. Alright, you come into this room. You can actually walk, if you're careful, along the bottom part of this hole. I don't know if that was intended or if it was kind of an accident, but otherwise you could throw bombs at those guys and kill them too, but why when it's so easy to do that? And if you do that, this guy will give you some money for it. It is a secret to everyone! 300 rupees, holy shit. Oh, even more. And arrows. And more money! And some bombs, wow. Alright, we're doing well. So, right off the bat, you can carry up to 999 rupees. There's no wallet system in this game. It's much easier to get money in this game than it is in the first Zelda. And the second Zelda didn't really even use money, so that's that. Alright, here. There. You can talk to these guys. Before I had hit them with a boomerang, which prevents them from being magic powdered. They all pretty much say very similar things. That I'm on my way to see Sahasrara. If you powder other enemies, they turn them into those useless slimes. Oh look, I found him. Alright, good to go. Quest over. No, wait, that's not him. Also, powder will kill bushes. It's kind of nifty. I never really use it when I'm playing this game. I can't think of anything that I've ever actually needed it for. You know, in a just a regular kind of let's beat the game kind of run. So, anyway, yeah, it's kind of interesting. But that's enough of that. We're looking for the item that's over here. Sahasrara said it'd be over here, somewhere. There it is. Alright, this cave is containing the super special, super secret item. And I'm going in the wrong way, but I'm doing it on purpose, just to show you that you can come in this way. It is an ice cave that doesn't have a slippery floor. If you come in this way, though, you can collect some fairies if you're doing, if you're running low on health. But that is what we want, and we can't get to it. You can't push any of those blocks, by the way, so don't even try. We've got ingenuity and bombs. Ferris really knows how to blow some shit up. Hell yeah. Very similar room to before, but this one ends up with a treasure chest, and we've got the ice rod. Hell yeah. Alright, so the ice rod is one of the two elemental rods you can get in this game, the other one being a fire rod. This one will freeze enemies. It uses your magic meter as power, so watch your magic meter, because it actually uses quite a lot. And I just used 2 on that one crab. How smart of me. Anyway, that's enough dilly-dallying. Let's head towards the next dungeon. Alright, now we're going to take the path to the left here. We're going to end up near the swamp area. Now, the swamp area is pretty nifty in that there's a lot of enemies hiding in the grass. They'll jump out. There's those knights there that were coming out of the grass to shoot bows and arrows at you. But, it's not too dangerous. This area is going to be a little more important later on once we open up the second half of the game. We can't get past those large rocks. Signs also make a great weapon. Alright, when you come here, take the top path. We can't actually go down the bottom path because we can't lift rocks just yet. Hey, look at this guy. I hate signs. Holy shit, he's following me! If you read the sign, it would say something to the effect of don't take the sign, and now he's just gonna follow us forever. Oh, come on! That's annoying. Alright, to get rid of this guy... I was trying to freeze him, but to get rid of this guy, just leave the screen, and he goes away. He's actually important later on for something that we will talk about when I get to it. In this cave is a fairy. Kind of wasted my time trying to come back here. God damn it. Alright, so anyway, we're in the desert. The desert is a nifty little area. There's animals on the ground. There's a lot of cattle, skeletons, and vultures that circle you. Can't go past the cattle skeletons, though. And cacti, if you touch them, they will hurt you. You want to go in this cave first, though, because there's a piece of art in here. There's also an old man who looks kind of like Sarasrala, but he's not. Yep, I've got the book. I knew exactly what to do. As you can see, the game gives you a lot of hints about what you're supposed to be doing, so even the most lost of adventurers could figure it out if they knew who to talk to. But the thing is, you don't really know who to talk to, so... If you're playing this game and you're getting lost, or you don't know what you're supposed to do next, your best bet is to visit one of the fortune tellers. It's worth the rupees to get you back on track, if you've got it. Anyway, with that piece of heart out of the way... Oh, man. It's a nasty cactus. As I was saying, with that piece of heart out of the way, let's take on the next dungeon. It's right over here. Watch out for the Sandmen. Ooh, there's a shell in our way. And a bunch of gibberish. Well, the Book of Mordor is what's used to translate the ancient Hylian language. So we're gonna make a prayer. The original game had prayer, and this one changed it to wish. The Legend of Zelda had a lot of religious themes in Japan, and when it was released in North America, the westernized version of it, they took a lot of the religion out and turned it more into wishes and magic. So, if I remember correctly, Aghanim, the wizard, was supposed to be a priest or something to the effect. But anyway, I'll leave that discussion for another time. I'll leave this dungeon for next time as well, so I'll see you guys then. Later.